Hey guys, this is Justin Sturges with cleaningmarketing.com, and I want to talk today about janitorial SEO, which is a really interesting topic, and it can be a really powerful option for you as a commercial cleaning business. And there's, after doing this for a few years, there are some key things and some strategies and some tactics that are really important to have in your toolbox if you're going to go after this and really make it effective, right? So kind of there's like the knee-jerk SEO side of this, and that everybody's going to figure out for the most part, like, hey, let's go after janitorial services, as a keyword, and commercial cleaning as a keyword, and that's all fine and good, and those are really good keywords to go after. And even though there's not tons of commercial cleaning businesses, maybe in your area, they are typically, fairly competitive. So it's going to take a little bit of effort, especially in a bigger city, that kind of thing. Basically building up the power of your domain, that kind of thing. But there are kind of other keywords and strategies that I wanted to kind of focus on today for you, so you got an idea of maybe some things that not everybody's talking about, right? So um, there's what so what you want to do is kind of a tough concept to I'm trying to make it relatively simple so you can get your head around it. So what you want to do with the SEO site, this is your website's visibility coming up in the traditional organic search rankings in Google. What you want to do to really expand that and get the most bang for the buck out of your investment with kind of content and optimization and keyword optimization, all that kind of stuff, is to really expand your visibility across the numerous cities and areas that you service. If you're national, that's a whole different ball of wax, but most commercial cleaners are, dealing with a particular region, and more than likely there's going to be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 cities that you wouldn't mind, getting work in, right? And so there is this concept of having multiple pages on your site that go after multiple keywords from your services. So this is what we call service area pages, right? So we create pages that target the different areas. Let's just make up a place like Sugar Springs, right? Florida, right? Say that's a little outside of our main area, this big city that we serve, but Sugar Springs has some really great, commercial opportunities for us out there. So what we'd want to do is have a page on our site where we talk about Sugar Springs and optimize for the Sugar Springs keyword in conjunction with janitorial services, commercial services, and actually all the other services we do. And this is where this really gets to be powerful, right? So if you imagine as many keywords without getting, while following Google guidelines that we can build into this page, and then someone searches on something like day porter services in Sugar Springs or janitorial services in Sugar Springs, chances are there's very few people that are following this strategy, and you have a darn good chance of coming up in those Google organic results, for maybe not just one service in their area, but maybe multiple services in that area, right? So as a high level concept, if you've got, say, 10 services and you've got, say, 10 service areas, cities or regions or neighborhoods or whatever that you're going after, through a keyword search, if you can get visibility on all 10 services in all 10 service areas, you just expanded your SEO, visibility tenfold or 100-fold or whatever. I'm not a math guy, but it's a hell of a lot more visibility that you're getting across all of those services and or service areas with your different services, right? So, and there's a few ways to do this. I'm not going to bore you with the exact details, but if you are talking to, an SEO team and they're just going to put like a list of the cities, and they're not looking at doing high quality content that optimizes for a variety of your keywords, at least your top targeted keywords, if not, all the things that you do that you want people to contact you for, in all those cities, then you're really kind of you're losing out, and it's not like we find, for example, that even though not a lot of people search on day porter services, a good number do, and very few people compete on day porter services as a keyword. So it's relatively easy to get some visibility across all those cities for day porter services. And maybe day porter services aren't the best profitable, all that, but they're a really good foot in the door. They get the conversation started. And a lot of times you can end up, getting a really good account from something that starts there, for example. So there's, it's a really solid strategy, and we see this work really well for folks, and they end up finding that if you really kind of dig into what are those other services that you do, like what kind of floor care do you do? Now, people don't search on floor care, so we need to get more specific. What specific kinds of floor care do you do that actually has keyword traffic in your area? You want to explore that, because typically floor care of various types can be one of the more popular keywords in a particular area, and a lot of commercial cleaners, janitorial businesses kind of skip this, don't know this, and end up just competing on those high-level janitorial commercial cleaner type of keywords, and not getting into the details on some of these other services that they do, which maybe are actually easier to get visibility, and maybe you even land some of your best work this way. So it's not that you don't want to go after everything, but you actually want to go after everything, right? So I'm not saying don't go after janitorial services, commercial cleaning. I'm saying, what else? What other services, if you really brainstorm, are you actually doing? And you want to look at the keyword volume of those with a good SEO, maybe even interactively on a screen share, and figure out what's out there that can be really good opportunities for you that chances are good other people are missing, right? And then this can get your SEO campaign off the ground and starting to get an ROI much more quickly when you find some of these keywords that are less competitive. And over time, you can build up and really compete in the big cities with the big major keywords, that kind of thing. And that's just if you're coming, with a weaker domain, moving to a domain name, or, kind of a weaker SEO background compared to your competitors. And maybe you're big and you're coming in ready to kick butt, and, still these same exact things apply. And then I would be going, full hog on everything, all your services and all your service areas. So there's a few ways to frame and do it and execute it depending on budget and existing power of the domain that can, get you the best results and ROI from your janitorial SEO, which in the long run is super freaking cool. Why? Because it saves you a ton of money on ads in the long run. All right, let's hit this before we close down this video, because this is, probably should have led with this, but like, ads are great and they can get you amazing visibility really quick. And it can be a key component in growing your business, getting over a hump, going to the next level, all those kinds of things. But in the long run, if you are getting a good amount of high quality leads through your SEO campaign, where you're only paying a small amount for the SEO in comparison to what you're getting really powerful ROI that's going to last you into the future, or go into the future with you, where to get the same kind of visibility across all your cities and all your services. If you were to do a paid ad account that's going to get that same level of visibility, let me tell you, it's going to cost you quite a bit of money. I mean, let's just say, this really varies, but just say, to give you an idea, maybe a couple $1,000 SEO campaign could get you $10,000 worth of visibility if you were going to pay for that same visibility in Google Ads, right? So Google Ads, yes, they can ramp you up and you don't have to spend 10 grand. You can spend, far less, but there are certain amounts that you need to kind of spend depending on the area to make sure you get results. Anyways, that's kind of a different topic, but I wanted to make sure you guys get again, at least a better idea of what the payoff can be with SEO and maybe what you should be looking for in the strategy and the tactics behind a good SEO plan that's going to really pay off for you. All right. Thanks. Like and subscribe below so you can get more great information from us on how to grow your cleaning business and also how to manage it more effectively and even automation and that good stuff. So we want to help you grow and make your life easier at the same time. We also have a marketing cheat guide for both janitorial and house cleaning businesses. Find the link below in the description and it'll take you over to our website and you can get the one that's right for you. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great one.